Aloha everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video, we're going to cover a couple of tweets by some JMods, so without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, getting right into it, we have a tweet by Mod Ramen. Basically, he's saying he's going through some PvM bug fixes at the moment. He's got one to speed up Path 3 in Araxxor, and he also asked the community if you had the power, how would you speed up or make Path 3 faster and more interesting or engaging. So that's really interesting. Looks like they're getting some changes to Path 3 on Araxxor, which is great because that light path is very annoying. I'll have a link to this tweet down in the description below so you can go over there. Some people have already given some of their suggestions. Some of them are pretty good. Really interesting, and may potentially be some things that he plans on implementing whenever this, ends up becoming a change in the game. No ETA on that whatsoever, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, really glad to see that it's actually being addressed, as it's the most annoying path. Really don't like time-gated bosses at all, so anything at all that Mod Ramen and the community can come up with that will help alleviate that in some form or fashion is all good news to me. That said, we're going to shift on over to a tweet by Mod Cell. Basically, he says, are there any other consumable rewards you'd like to see in the shop for War's Retreat, purchasable through Marks of War? Again, I'll have a link to this tweet as well, so you can give your suggestions. People have already given some pretty good ones that it seems like ModCell is interested in implementing, so I'd be glad to see that. People who aren't necessarily interested in the aura refreshes or life refreshes may have something of use to them to spend their Marks of War on, so that'll be great. It's part of the new initiative that they have recently where when an update comes out, they want to give it the extra attention even months later. In this case being War's Retreat and PvM Hub. They did the same thing and still are doing for farming and herblore, continuing to monitor, make changes where necessary, and let the update evolve as time goes on. So just another notch in that, format. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the PvM Hub, and what kind of things would you like to see purchasable through Marks of War. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the tweets. The last thing I want to close out on is that in case you did not know, come Monday is finally when we're going to get that update to the stone spirits that we've been waiting for a long time, seeing as Mining Smithing Rework came out a year ago. But essentially, and I have covered this in the past, but what's going to be happening is they're basically reducing the effectiveness of AFK mining significantly, making stone spirits a little bit more desirable, because if you're using them in conjunction with Juju potions, they do reset your stamina bar, and as long as you keep your stamina bar topped up, you will not be really hindered by this nerf of the AFK mining. This really only affects people with low or zero stamina. In addition to this, they're also making it much more rewarding if you want to disassemble your smithable items. Really good for Iron Men who really need those invention components, and just people overall to have use and hopefully bring value to those smithable items as well, to make smithing a little bit more worthwhile in terms of maybe not a money maker, but you might get a pretty good amount of return if you do sell your completed items as opposed to turning them into burial and getting the full XP out of them. So that is coming on Monday in just a couple of days, those two changes, and we're going to see how it's going to shift the economy in terms of the mining and smithing when it does launch. Hopefully it's going to be a positive, and this change is going to be the necessary fix to make stone spirits not only desirable and useful, but not a horrible drop when you get them in PvM. Anyways, that's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then do hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.